Hello and welcome to How I Failed in Business, the podcast that celebrates failure. I'm Megan Grace, known mostly for my great decisions and amazing life choices.
No! That's not what it says. That's not what it says.
I think it's your go now.
This is Megan Grace, known mostly for her bad decisions and poor life choices. And I'm Rob Spence, world renowned for not only my sales training, but also my awful haircut and frankly, immature sense of humour.
We're here to chat about the lessons we've learnt the hard way, laugh at our own expenses, and all the ways we have grown.
So join us as we unpack the cringe, chaos and comedy of growing a business the hard way. Lol, lamau, ruffle, Megan is great.
Amazing.
So can we just digest this intro here a little bit? What the hell has happened to this?
Well, this week I thought I'd give it a go since the last few have been so unbelievably cringy.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd make it a little less cringe, but a lot more truthful, which I think is exactly what I did.
First of all, hi, Molly, by the way. How are you?
Hey,
Hi, everyone.
What's wrong with my haircut? I'm waiting. See, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's just, I don't know if it's the haircut or if it's just you.
My face. Okay, valid, I guess.
I feel like other people could make the haircut work.
Yeah, okay.
It's just, yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
Okay.
So you don't think it works?
Well, you've seen me with like the old skin fade, as it were, short back and sides with a quiff. Now
I don't mind it.
Doesn't mind it. Doesn't mind it.
But Molly doesn't mind anything. She's
I was
very
gonna
impartial
say,
to most things.
Molly just sits on the fence with a lot of stuff. I would, to be fair, I've worked with Molly for like, quickly approaching 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most I've ever had in the way of a compliment from Molly. So I'm going to take that. I don't mind it. Listen, I like my hair. I like it. I mean, it's not the best today, I don't think. And I'm due a haircut tomorrow. It does need a bit of a thin.
Yeah.
It needs a bit of a tidy up.
Yeah.
So I like it though. It's nice. It's a nice change.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice. I get loads of compliments on it.
I feel like I've only ever heard people make fun of it.
No. Sometimes people say that they don't mind it. So that's
Okay, so there we go. Great.
So that's all okay. And so we've got over the haircut. We know that my haircut's nice. I get it. Bradley Cooper 2.0. I'm here, right? Frankly, immature sense of humour.
What happened yesterday, Rob? What happened yesterday?
Are we referring to the whoopie cushions?
We are referring to the whoopie cushions, yeah.
I don't see a problem with whoopie. See, the problem is, right, when I was growing up, whoopie cushions were all the rage. They were all, everyone had a whoopie cushion. Sometimes you'd have like 2 or 3. Like you'd have your main whoopie cushion, and then you'd have like your emergency spare ones. They normally used to be on a key ring about that big, I think.
Right.
What?
Yeah, that's not going to do much.
You've seen
On a key ring?
I'm sure they're on a key ring. The viewer or listening need to write in and remind me. I'm sure you could get whoopie cushions.
What, the same size?
No,
like
darling, no. So it'd be like a small. So you'd have the main one. So that would be my primary whoopie cushion, that big one yesterday, the normal size. And then you could get these smaller ones that, if in a whoopie emergency, you could just slip it and no one would know. They're great to putting up your sleeve like that, so you could just walk by and like that, put on someone's seat. I don't see the problem. I'm bringing whoopie cushions back. What's wrong with whoopie cushions?
It's just, it's immature. It's frankly immature.
But right, maybe. But let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you laugh?
Well, no, because it didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No, if anyone is going to use a whoopie cushion, just remember that like you need like a solid surface below it.
Yeah.
Cushion between 2 soft surfaces just doesn't
Not going to work.
create the thing.
Nothing's going to happen.
But you're lucky we got it working because the whoopie cushion malfunctioned, didn't it, Molly?
Yeah.
I blew it up too much and it was just like letting out this emancipated fart, like just without any touching whatsoever. But we've agreed though that moving forward we will eventually get some How I Failed in Business branded whoopie cushions, so they can't be that bad.
No, they're funny. They are funny.
They
but
are
it's an
good.
Immature humour.
It is immature. Speaking of immature, why would you say that you're known mostly for your bad decisions and poor life choices?
Well,
That's
you
can't be that.
I didn't write that part,
What?
actually. I was asked to write the intro. I was asked to send it over. I thought, why do I need to send it over? I can just print it out myself. So I knew he was going to do something and he was going to mess with it in some way.
But how's your week been? All good?
Yeah, it's been all right.
Good. What have you been up to?
I don't actually know.
Well, that sounds positive.
No, I know there's not been much to report this week. What have I done?
This is great content for
Yeah,
the
I know,
podcast.
this is really
This is
entertaining.
honestly, the listener right now is on the edge of their seat.
Lynn is going to be at me
Yeah.
for this.
She's going to be critiquing, going, oh,
Do you know what I did do? I went out with some of my friends.
nice.
So like my core friendship group, and then one of the girls brought one of her friends along. So I've met this girl very briefly on a night out, like once. This was the first time I was properly talking to her. So she was talking about like uni, what she did at uni. She was studying medicine, so obviously really smart. And she was telling the story, and she was obviously training to be a doctor. And I forgot like what was actually going on. All I know is this phrase. But that's the whole point of being a doctor. No. I was like, I can't have got it from her because I've barely spoken to her in my life. So in that like 1 hour we were talking, did I say it that many
She's
times that
picked up on
she
it.
managed to pick up on it?
I've known you long enough now that I think it is your fault.
I feel like it is because none of my when she said that I was then tuning into what my friend's saying, thinking, have I got it from our mutual friend?
Yeah.
But she didn't say it once. She's Greek, so she doesn't have like phrases in English that she constantly says.
Yeah.
Maybe a Greek phrase, but like she definitely doesn't use it. So it must have been
you.
must have come from me.
No?
But in that short space of time that I was speaking to her for like the first time ever, she picked up on it and used it.
But isn't it worse now that it's been brought to your attention?
Yeah.
Because now there's no
really
escape
is.
from it.
No.
How many times a day do you like beat yourself up about it?
Quite a few times. Quite a few times because now I'm so aware. I'm trying to stop.
We need to, obviously you're going to be editing this podcast. Maybe like we need to kind of have a tally throughout the episodes just to see how many times. So if for any of you that have missed it, right, Megan's got this thing where Megan won't ask a question. She will say a statement followed by the word no question mark. so she'll say, oh, Rob's hair looks incredible. No?
No, full stop.
No, it does. It look nice. That's what she'll say. She'll say a statement followed by no. So maybe if you do pick up on it, drop a comment. We'd love to see if you kind of pick up some timestamps. So maybe
we let the listeners do the tally.
Yeah. Listeners, comment on Spotify. Every time you hear Megan say a statement followed by the word no, what we'll do, put the timestamp in. We'll just collate a video full of all these little mechanisms. We're going to call them mechanism. It's a mechanism. That's what it is. We've got a mechanism.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice. How's your week been?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's been good so far. I'm a bit stressed this week. A bit stressed. So I'm, at the time of recording, I'm away next week. Yeah. And you know what it's like when you're going away, right? It's supposed to be a relaxing time. I should be, chilling out, relaxing, just winding down. Yeah. But no. I've like doubled my workload this week to then afford that week off. I am so upside down and mental. What makes it worse is it's not like I've given myself a week, where you're just doing and you're like, right, I need to get this project ticked off. I need to do this. My week is events, podcast recordings, events. So I literally have zero time to do anything. Absolutely anything. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to my lovely seaside trip to sunny Hopton. Have any of you been to Hopton?
I don't know where Hopton is.
Have you been to Hopton?
No, I've not.
Lovely, right by the Norfolk coast. I think it's like a couple of miles south of Great Yarmouth, so it's like a proper traditional British summer holiday. It's so sweet. So this is where my parents used to take me when I was a young whippersnapper. I've got some holiday videos on my phone's upstairs. Some holiday videos of me there when I was a kid. And then my baby cousin Dylan, he's coming up to 18 months, so it's going to be his first like family holiday. Aww. So we've all got like our own little caravans. We're going to go for a week. We're going to join the Tiger Club.
I loved Haven.
It is a haven, yes. It is a haven, yes.
Yeah.
So do you know Bradley Bear?
Yeah. Oh, Anxious the elephant.
Anxious the elephant. You've got
Rory the tiger.
Rory the tiger.
Obviously.
So I'm going to be controversial here, right? So I love all of it, right? But I brought up when it was just Bradley Bear. So back in my day, if memory serves me correct, and I could be wrong, maybe we need to do some research. Haven had Bradley Bear, and then Rory the tiger was some other like holiday park, some of the holiday
Really?
resort, and then I think they merged
merged.
and made this seaside crew. That's why. I mean, why would a bear be in the seaside crew? It doesn't.
Why would a tiger be in the seaside crew? Think
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
maybe I didn't really wear that out very well, did I?
I thought like Rory the tiger was the main.
If
he's the
somewhere
main
else,
character.
I'm sure I could be completely wrong, but yeah. So I've still got. I'll have to bring it in one day. I've got my Bradley Bear from when I was like 6 years old.
I've got a Rory the tiger.
Oh my god, can
when
we
I was-
bring them
shall
in?
we bring them in?
Can we bring them in and put them
What
on
was
the
the gorilla's name? The monkey.
cheeky, isn't it?
No,
Cheek-
was it?
Molly, can we do some research behind the scenes? Can we
Mhm.
look for what the monkey's called in the Seaside Squad? Can you remember any of the songs?
We're having fun at the
Tiger
Tiger Club.
Yes,
Yes,
that's it.
that's the only one I remember. I
Remember the
think.
Bradley Bear one?
No.
Oh, there was a unique. It was like Bradley Bear, will you come out and say hello? And he used to come on
Remember
stage
that
and wave.
one.
It was incredible. Honestly, so good. So you've been to Havens then? Oh my
Yeah.
god, wicked.
All the time.
Have you been to a Haven, Molly?
I've not. I have got an
It sh-
update
do you know what
on
it
the
shows?
monkey.
The monkey.
Greedy the monkey.
Greedy.
Oh,
yeah.
greedy. Yeah, greedy. So is that all? And there's Polly the lifeguard.
Well, there's a new Seaside
Yeah.
Squad.
What?
Yeah.
No, so I think the Seaside Club is coming back. So there was. So let's get this right, because obviously the listener is going to really want to hear about this. We've got
Yeah.
Bradley Bear.
Bradley Bear, Rory the tiger.
Yeah.
Greedy the gorilla.
Yeah.
Anxious the elephant.
Polly. Is there Polly the lifeguard?
Yeah, it's like Polly and like Ned or something like that.
There's
There's
like
two of them.
Ned, the like cheeky little lad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Polly.
Oh my god! Massive shout out to Lynn and Adrian for giving you top tier parenting.
Top tier
Honestly, I don't think you
childhood.
can ever. I can see you as being one of those holiday reps. You know?
Really?
I can see
I
you.
did want to do
Yeah.
that.
Did you?
Yeah, I really did, but I just didn't.
I think you should go back to it.
Okay.
No, I'm just-
All right, bye, I guess. I
I-
really wanted to.
I was the same. One of my most embarrassing stories. I think there's a video somewhere. Me and my brother, once again, we must have been really young. They did a talent show. And for whatever reason, bearing in mind, he was probably 7, I was 5, maybe younger. For whatever reason, still to this day, don't know why,
Mhm.
right? He became obsessed with the song Return to Sender by Elvis Presley. He goes, Return to Sender. Do-do-do-do-do. Like that. It's fucking shit. Anyway, but he entered into this talent contest.
Mhm.
So we go in for this rehearsal in the day, and there's a band there, and they've spent all this time learning this song, and they're playing this song, and he goes, no, stop. We don't do it with music. So then we had to perform on stage this song a cappella, just me and my brother,
Oh, God.
just singing it. Oh, honestly, I'll find the video for you somewhere.
Please.
It is
Yeah.
horrendous.
There's a video of me doing the same thing in the talent show, singing "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus.
Oh my god.
In this like galaxy print dress, you know, like the purple and pink like galaxy
Yeah.
print that was like a whole thing
It
in
was.
the
Amazing.
day.
Lynn, just as a personal request, can we get
Please.
some baby videos and upbringing videos of Megan, please? Just
There's so
for
many.
nothing but for embarrassment. So yeah, so my week's been good. It's just chaos at the minute. Chaos.
I see.
Right, shall we move on with the podcast
Okay.
a little bit?
Yeah,
so
maybe we
'cause
should.
there's a new bit that I want to include today. So
Oh.
what we're going to do first, we're going to cover off last week's Icky Linky. So
Mhm.
every week we share with you an embarrassing or perhaps a made up LinkedIn post that gives us the ick, the absolute ick. And do you remember what last week's one was all about?
The guy who was taking meeting minutes on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, quick synopsis. A few weeks ago, I was on a date with my girlfriend from a younger generation at a rooftop restaurant. That day, she was a little bothered that I was typing something on my phone while she was talking. He goes on to say how he was actually taking meeting minutes and they got Notion on their app so that they could explore strategies to apply into their relationship. Now, can you remember what you both guessed? Did you think that that was a true story or a made-up story?
Both said made up, I
Yeah.
think.
Made up. Fantastic. Well, I can reveal that was actually a true story, believe it or not. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
Really?
taken.
I love it.
That was taken directly from
Directly
LinkedIn.
from LinkedIn.
So if you go on LinkedIn, you'll find that somewhere in the abyss that is LinkedIn.
I stand by it though. The more I've thought about it over this week,
Have you-
the more I think it's
How much time have you spent
a
on that?
lot. I spent a lot of time thinking about this. I think it's a great idea. Honestly.
Which
like
part?
the whole thing. Okay, maybe not like taking like notes over when someone's saying something, but maybe like wait until after the conversation, and then if you want to come back to it, maybe like make a little note. But I think like I just think it's good. I think it's refreshing in this day and age.
I'm
It's refreshing.
with you. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I think it is a good idea, but also, do we need
There's
to
no
be
also. It's just a great idea.
okay?
Full stop.
Look, I can't. Annoyingly, I kind of agree with you slightly.
Yeah.
I think the best relationships grow on communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're not entwined, or in tune, what's the point of being in the relationship?
Exactly.
I think we said like the other day, like if you are in the relationship just for some rumpy-pumpy, and that's all it's going to be, then communicate that. And if you both
Yeah.
agree, then it's absolutely fine, of course.
Yeah.
But if it's something a bit more loving and you see the future, then talk about it and how
Yeah.
you're going to get there.
I do think it's funny that they've like formalized it so much, but if that works for you, it works.
Listen.
If that's what's gonna
Who are we to judge?
exactly.
We don't kink shame. We do not kink shame. If you've got some weird admin kink, then you do you, hun.
Yeah.
You do
Fair
you.
play. Fair play.
And you seem to be staying quiet on that matter. But anyway, we'll move on. I'm going to quickly introduce a new little section, a new segment, just for today's podcast. Just after something that you raised the other day. So I'm going to soften my tone slightly. Molly, if you could just up the audio slider and press the bottom right button on that audio desk there for me. Press the very bottom right button. That's the left. That's the very bottom right. That's it. Press that. Just turn the music up ever so slightly. Just a bit more, please. We're going to move on to Megan's intervention. So, apologies. I've just realised. Oh, okay, there is someone else there. Someone's just gone into our main office there. How are you feeling today, Megan?
Feeling okay.
Are you feeling okay? Is my voice soft enough with the music?
I mean, I'm feeling quite relaxed.
Is it
I'm
relaxing?
feeling quite anxious actually.
If you could hear this,
It's nice.
it's really relaxing.
It's calm. It is tranquil.
Not what I feel.
Okay, so keep an eye on the music. Let's keep the music going in the background. I think we've got about 2 minutes on the track. This could take some time. But you're feeling okay today, Megan, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, Megan, you unveiled something to us. You shared something with the group the other day, and we'd like to explore that a little bit. And that does come down to our Mystery Mishaps game. Can you reveal what score you got on the Mystery Mishaps game?
2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah, and what did you say following you
It's an
receiving that
angel
score?
number.
What is your knowledge around angel numbers?
Just like the sign, innit? So each.
It's just, sorry, we need to stop the music. Stop the music. It's just a sign in it. This is supposed to be calm and tranquil, and you've come out with it's just a sign in it.
You were loving it last week.
No, because I don't know what's about to happen, so I'm a little bit
On edge.
on edge. Well, it is.
Oh, it's just a sign in it.
It's just a sign.
Right, you clearly weren't in the Seaside Squad. That's not something that the Seaside
What
Squad
do you
would have said at
mean?
Haven. Right, if you went to Haven, no one says in it there. Right.
Restart.
Let me calm down. Cue the music. How are you feeling?
Right, stop.
Cue the music.
Ready again.
We're calm, we're tranquil, we are calm. So you recognise that these numbers, 222,
The angel numbers. Sign. They mean something.
and you'd recognise them before in your life.
Yes,
What
I've
can you
seen it.
explain that situation as well, please?
I was seeing the number 222 a lot.
Okay.
So I was editing a video and I saw 222. Didn't think anything of
Wonderful.
it, just thought angel number. But then when I got this score, I was like, interesting.
Interesting.
Then,
Oh,
addition.
another.
Another addition, because I woke up a couple of nights ago now.
Yeah.
I woke up at the time, 222. I checked my phone. I woke up, I was like, what time is it? You know when you wake up and you're a little bit like, what's going on? Check my phone, 222. 222.
So you've seen 222
I'm seeing it a lot
3 times. Wow.
times that I've noticed.
Well, it aroused me to do some research. Now, that research I didn't want to do by myself, so I reached out to my connections, to my Facebook friends, and I was introduced to a couple of people. One in particular, a lovely lady named Sharon Crowley. I hope I'm saying Crowley correctly. Sharon is the CEO of Time to Believe. Now, Sharon is an expert in all things to do with readings, numerology, and she is an expert as a self-belief mentor. For anyone who'd like to find out more about Sharon Crowley and the work that she does, you can find her on Instagram at the Sharon Crowley. Yes, at the Sharon Crowley. So THESHARONCROWLEY, and we'll make sure we put a link to that below. Now, Sharon was going to deliver a voice note to look at these readings, to look at these numbers, to give a bit of an indication as to why you're seeing them. Unfortunately, her diary is too busy, but I'm going to read them out, if I may.
Okay.
We're going to have a bit of a Megan intervention here.
Ooh.
Okay. This is copy and pasted from what she said.
Yeah.
I won't do a voice.
Okay.
From my perspective, when someone keeps seeing the same number repeatedly, rather than a mix like 777 one day and then 1111 the next, it's a definite sign. So you keep seeing 222, definite sign. It's a message from the universe or whatever high power that person connects with, be it in spirit guides, their future self, or simply the universe. When the numbers appear more randomly or in varied patterns, I tend to see that as a general sign of love and support, rather than something more specific. Interesting. We do have some questions that she'd like to ask you towards the end, but if anything comes to mind, by all means, pick it up. How's the music sounding? Is it nice?
It's really nice.
Tranquil. These are often referred to as angel numbers. While number patterns and numerology, the language of numbers have been around for centuries, angel numbers became more widely discussed thanks to Doreen Virtue around 2004. In Megan's case, she's seeing 222 regularly. So here we go. The number 2 is often seen as the peacemaker, the diplomat, the intuitive, the mother, and therefore it carries energies that relate to those terms such as patience, peace, and support. Seeing it in a triplicate, so 222, amplifies this energy significantly. Oh gosh.
I've also seen it 3 times now.
Oh, well, that's another. What's a
another
triplicate of a triplicate? Sharon, can you let us know? When you add 2 plus 2 plus 2, you get 6, which is another nurturing, family-orientated number that relates to care, responsibility, and love. Personally, I never like to give fixed interpretations of what these numbers mean, and I always encourage clients not to Google definitions. They are very much based on personal guidance. Instead, I suggest tuning into the energy of the number using numerology, reflecting on what it might be saying personally. So for Megan, the questions I would ask are: is there an area in your life where you need more patience, or where you need to trust her intuition more?
I need more patience in this bloody job. Did I say that calmly enough?
Did it sound all right? Was it
That sound
calm?
yeah.
Was it calm? It's a calm space in it.
No, I was joking about that. I feel like I'm quite patient. I feel like I've been very patient recently. No, I know you don't agree. I feel like I'm a pretty patient person in general when it comes to certain things.
Okay.
What was the other question? I need to trust my intuition.
Or where she needs to trust her intuition more.
I feel like I do always second guess my intuition. Like I
Really? We
I
hadn't
don't
picked up on that.
trust myself. Was that sarcasm?
Was it sarcastic? No.
No.
Sorry, Karen.
I can't think of anything specific.
Okay. Maybe something to dwell on.
Yeah.
Maybe question number 2. Is something unfolding in a close relationship or family dynamic that
Not a
needs
chance.
Megan's support or presence? Let's explore this. Let's look at the close relationship. Is anything unfolding in a close relationship?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Very, very delicately put. Well done. She goes on to say, only Megan will know the true meaning for her, but I hope this helps her begin to understand the message that is being offered. So I think we're all in agreement. Something out there is telling you something. Whether it
I need
be...
to be patient and trust my intuition.
I think so, yeah. So the number 2 is often seen as the peacemaker, the diplomat, the intuitive, the mother, and therefore it carries energies that relate to those terms, such as patience, peace, and support. Then when you add the 2s to get the 6, she says it's another nurturing, family-orientated number that relates to care, responsibility, and love. So 6 key words there: patience, peace, support, care, responsibility, and love. Only you will know the answer.
I don't think I do know the answer.
Dwell on it. Well, Sharon, thank you so much for sending those in. So as before, Sharon is the CEO of Time to Believe and can be found on Instagram at the Sharon Crowley. We will share a link to those in the show notes below. She is a self-belief mentor and will help you to reconnect with your true self through numerology. Numerology.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. So, Megan, thanks for being such a good sport. Hopefully we can get to the bottom. And if you do get any, like, more numbers, if anything comes, please bring it to the podcast, because we're all invested in this now.
I'm invested. What does it mean?
What does it mean? Well, why don't we take a very short break? We'll have a
I
think
need
about
one.
it, and then we'll play some of our other games and talk about how we failed this week after these messages.
Hi, I'm Megan, and this is Rob, and welcome to Paragon Creative Studios right here in Leicestershire.
We've got 2 fully equipped podcast studios, ideal for any form of podcast, whether you're looking to record something audio only or video podcasts as well.
From solo shows to group discussions, any topic, any vibe, we've got the setup to help your podcast shine.
Want to take charge? You can record and self-produce using our high-tech equipment.
Or if you'd rather sit back, our expert team can help out with everything, from production, filming, editing, and even marketing your podcast to the world.
So whether you're a seasoned podcasting pro or just starting out, Paragon Creative Studios are here to help.
So come join us in Leicestershire and book your session today at paragoncreativestudios.com. Welcome back to How I Failed in Business, where we're about to play our favourite game, Mystery Mishaps.
We are.
So this week, obviously, I've had a turn at guessing. Molly's had a turn at guessing. So the only other person left is Rob.
It's me. So if we bring reference to the, what did we call her?
The Tay Time Tracker.
The Tay Time Tracker, because we've got to do it swift.
Mm-hmm.
What was your score again, Megan?
2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Angel numbers. And Molly, can you remember what you got?
11.
I just put it down as 11 because I don't think
11.
anyone's going to get as tight to that. So now I've got to set my score.
You do.
Lovely.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel like a nice mixture between excited and don't give a shit. So it's
Right.
it's a nice blend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I'm quite a competitive guy, right? To beat Molly's score,
You're not going to do better than that.
I think I'm going to struggle, and especially because who picked out this game? Was it you or Molly?
Me.
Okay, you don't like me, right? So you're gonna make it absolutely solid anyway, right? So I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere close to Molly. I think Molly's absolutely owned it. To be fair,
Yeah.
my goal is to beat you. That's my in life. If I can just one up you, that's it. So even if I get 2 minutes 21, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Okay,
Are we ready?
we're ready. We got the music going. Amazing.
Perfect. So.
Oh, hold on. We need to.
Oh,
we need to
timer.
take a
Got-
photo.
I'll do the timer.
Oh gosh,
We need to-
yeah,
oh.
right. Okay, sorry.
I'll do the timer.
This is why I
Okay.
normally do it.
Right,
I
you
get the
ready?
camera. I think so. Should I get rid of that a second? There we go. We'll let that develop. Right, I'm in. I'm ready. We've got the timer ready.
Yep, let me know when.
Okay.
Right. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
On your marks,
Mhm.
get set, go.
Yep.
This company started as a small digital helper before partnering with a larger online system.
A digital helper.
Yeah.
That's the clue.
Yeah.
A digital helper.
It was a small digital helper
Oh, don't just use an
before-
adjective of small.
before it partnered with a larger online
I
system.
don't even know what you mean by digital helper.
You meant to guess, Rob.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 0.
0?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay. This mishap was described as a scandal by many influencers in 2024. No, don't get
Oh
it,
my God. Oh.
don't get it, don't get it.
Oh.
No.
I think I recall it. I think I recall.
No.
Oh, bugger in hell. No, carry on.
An arrangement between this company and creators didn't quite work the way many thought it did.
Did you? Oh my gosh. I think I know. I think I could be completely wrong. Because some like big influence got caught up in it, didn't they? Like big ones, like even like Stephen Bartlett, if memory serves me correct.
I
No?
don't know.
Okay, next one.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Where we at? Where we at? What time?
You're gonna get
Can't
it.
disclose
Okay,
that.
right.
And this one once hailed for saving money, found itself in trouble when it was accused of doing the opposite.
Oh,
It's not what you thought it was.
I don't think so. Top cashback.
No.
No, helps people save money.
Once hailed for saving money, found itself in trouble when it was accused of doing the opposite.
Okay.
No. Clue number 5. It has a sweet name but caused a sticky situation. For God's sake.
Oh, okay. A sweet name. Sweet name, but so it helps you save money. It's a small digital helper. Helps people save money, but didn't save money.
It's a scandal.
Scandal.
involving
Sweet.
influencers.
Sweet. Candy.
No.
Glue. Glue.
No.
No. Sweet. So, honey. Honey.
Oh,
Is it honey?
Yeah.
Honey. 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 Is it honey?
yeah. Yeah. Well done. Great. Nice.
Yes. Molly, what was the score? Please, for the love of God, tell me I beat Megan. Please. Oh my God, I'm scared.
So it's 8 seconds between.
Please, please,
Okay,
please.
okay. So 8 seconds. Oh shit. So I'm either 2 minutes 30 or 2 minutes 16.
You're 2 minutes 60. I know it.
I
No,
don't.
14.
Well, yeah, I can't do maths.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can reveal
Oh my God.
that the time was 2 minutes 14.
Oh, yes! Yes! Lovely. So I'm going to be about here. That's where I'm going to be. If you can see that on the camera, I'm above Megan. Look at that. Oh, Megan, you're down here, but I'm up here.
Fuck off.
Where are you, Megan? Oh, Megan's there. And I'm here. Yes! Oh. Made my day.
Pick up my shame.
So we go back to the angel numbers. Patience, calmness, and support and peace, I think, were some of the words. And yet you just threw those off in a fit of anger. And you wonder why we call you hot-headed Hort. Triple H.
Absolutely. Fuming. Fuming.
Fuming.
8 seconds. If I'd have stalled for like 8 seconds, if I'd had like a little cough or something, or I could have
8
easily.
seconds. That's quite a long time.
I could have.
Yeah.
No, if I'd have been like, I could have easily stalled that.
No, we don't cheat. We play fairly, Megan. We play fairly. But all I'll say is I hadn't actually heard of it. It wasn't what I was thinking.
Okay.
And I only got it because of the sweet and sticky.
Sweet and sticky.
I was thinking of everything sweet and sticky that I could think of.
Yeah.
I kept it PG. And here we are. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, because I'm not falling for your immature sense of humour statement that you said earlier. I kept it clean. Fair play. Have you got any a synopsis on
I do.
honey?
So, the honey influencer scam was one of the biggest among other phishing and financial scandals that came out in the open in 2024. Honey is a browser extension by PayPal, which helps consumers search for coupon codes while searching for their online favourite products. It was an independent venture, but was later acquired by PayPal in the year 2020 for $4 billion. It's quite a lot of money, I think. However, this particular browser extension was allegedly indulging into deceptive practices, offering limited coupon options on the extension and even publishing misleading advertisements to lure consumers. Online creators who had partnered with brands to promote their products in exchange for a commission accused extensions of overriding the affiliate links, meaning they are preventing the creator from getting credit for the sale, even if the user is directed to the product through the creator's link. As a result of the controversy, Honey lost roughly 3 million of its 20 million users within 2 weeks of the allegations surfacing. In March 2025, Google updated their policies for extensions published to its Chrome web store, explicitly disallowing extensions that claim affiliate commissions without providing discounts.
Wow. Well researched, Megan.
Thank you.
That was You're still bitter.
Not at all.
Don't
no.
be bitter.
I'm practicing peace and love and patience.
Don't get bitter, just get better. That's the saying. So apart from losing to me, how have you failed this week?
Okay, so I feel I failed myself.
Oh,
I know.
it's deep.
I know, really deep. So I have a massive fear of spiders.
Okay.
Right? As we know.
There is footage. Yeah.
There is footage. So last night, I was so tired yesterday. And me and Molly have been discussing this recently, that we get really tired as soon as it hits that like 3 p.m. like slump in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And we're both so tired when we get home. And then both of us get this like random surge of energy just before we're about to go to sleep. Like we've had this conversation. This happened to me last night. I was really, really tired. Get a sudden burst of energy. Stay up too late. Right, it's probably like midnight after I've sort of calmed myself down. I'd put my headphones on, I'd listen to some Beyonce, right? I'd had a little like dance session in my bedroom, everything was fine.
You're not a true Swiftie if you like Beyonce. That's all I'm going to say. It's
And
all right,
it's
we've all got our
just-
flaws.
I'm
Continue.
sorry. I'm not listening to Kanye directly, am I? So it's
That's
fine.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, anyway, so then it gets to midnight, energy surge is over, and then I get like, I have a massive crash, like I'm really, really tired, just want to go to bed. Go to bed, look up at my ceiling, massive spider right above where my pillows are.
Shit.
So I can't sleep in my bed.
Obviously, burn it. Burn it straight away.
Burn the whole room down, right? I also can't sleep downstairs because I'm too close to the front door. And if someone breaks in, I've not got time to run away, right?
Yeah, because normally they're in a wheelchair, so they can't get upstairs. So you're safer upstairs, obviously.
No, but if they come in through the front door downstairs and I hear them, I can run out. I can like escape through my window. But if I'm downstairs sleeping on the sofa and they walk in the door, they've seen me. It's too late. I'm gone. Right?
I'm going to disagree here. I'm going to say that's like the element of surprise. Because if you're breaking in, you're going to assume that people are upstairs. So if you break in, they're like, oh, God, there's Megan. They're going to be like, oh, what do I do? And they're going to run away. I think you've thought about this wrong. But anyway, it's got nothing to do with the story.
Okay. Can't sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
Can't sleep downstairs.
Yeah.
Only option is beanbag. Right?
What? You slept on a beanbag?
Yeah, but before I could get the beanbag in my room, I had to rearrange my whole room to make it fit because my room is so small. So here I am at this point, it's about 1:45 in the morning, rearranging my whole entire room because I can't sleep on the bed because the spider's directly above it. But if I sleep on the beanbag in a corner of the room, somehow I'm safe.
So,
I'm safe from the spider and I'm safe from the robbers. Right?
I'm sorry. There's so much to unpack here. So you slept on a beanbag?
Yeah.
How big's the beanbag?
Not that big.
So is it just like a normal round thing?
A beanbag.
And what did you do? Just curl around in a ball?
Yeah, I just sort of like sat like this against
That's how
my
you
wall.
normally sit anyway.
Yeah. So I had the pillow behind my head, resting on the wall, and I was sleeping like this on my beanbag.
And you thought for a whole night that'd be comfortable?
Well, it was only for like a couple of hours, and then I woke up because obviously I didn't get a good night's sleep. So I woke up.
Funny that.
I know. Spider was gone. Right. Couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Check my bed. Everything's fine. I have a good scour of the room. I can't see it. I'm assuming like maybe it's just, I don't know, disappeared under the floor.
It's gone out for the night,
right? Yeah, I don't know where it's gone.
Works
but
nice. Yeah.
maybe. So I then decided it was time to get back in my bed, and then I slept for a couple of hours and I woke up.
So, to be fair, you have done well because like I'm such a sleep baby. Like if I don't get sleep and if I don't sleep right, it hurts. So for you to like go through all that, you shouldn't be going to bed at midnight. You should be in bed for 9 o'clock, ready for a good hard day's
Well, I was
work.
originally, but then I got my energy surge. That's what I was saying.
It's because you listen to Beyonce.
It happens before the music.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it happens before the music, and then I could either lay in bed and ignore it and just try to go to sleep, which isn't going to happen, or I can put some music on, get it out of my system, and then go back to bed.
Just for the sake of our socials, we're trying to share a bit more of our personal lives and everything. Can we maybe get a photo of you in situ trying to sleep on the beanbag, just so we can kind of get some ratios on there?
I didn't take a photo.
No, but get home tonight.
To recreate
Take
it.
a little selfie or something. Set up your phone, just so we know what the.
Okay, so you can see the setup.
I just want to see what it's. Yeah, I just want
Okay.
to see how stupid you are. To be honest.
Fair enough.
No sign of the spider then.
No sign of the spider. So
What
I
if
don't know
you
where
wet
it's
it?
gone. What if I ate it? I think
Do you know how
I'd
many spiders
if
a
I
year
ate
you eat
it.
during
No,
your sleep?
I don't want to know. Who's
Who's
researched that?
counting
Yeah,
them?
who knows?
It's 8, isn't it?
Is it? Is it?
Well, that's what I
In
was.
your life?
Well, like growing
per
up,
year.
everyone used to be like, "Oh, it'll be 8 per year."
8 per year.
But then
But
how do
who's
you
keeping
know?
track of that?
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Maybe they're counting the spiders, and then 8 per year are missing per household. They're like, hold on, something fishy's going on here.
Something's wrong
Something's wrong.
I don't believe that. I think that's a made-up story.
All I'm going to say, right? You woke up, there was no spider, right? Nowhere to be seen.
However you failed this week.
I don't know, like you, I've been thinking long and hard about this.
Mhm.
Thinking long and hard. And I wish I could come to the table with some kind of comedic, hilarious, stupid thing that I've done. Because normally, 9 times out of 10, I do something
Yeah.
stupid. And even now, I'm just trying to cast my mind back and think, what stupid things did I do? And I don't really think I did anything too stupid this weekend, which
Good for you.
I know it's rare. It's very rare for me. Don't think I did anything stupid, but I did something stupid a few months ago that was only brought to my attention yesterday.
Okay.
And this is, unfortunately, it's a bit more of a deep thing, but it's funny
Okay.
because you got to laugh at it.
Do you want
Right.
the calming music or something?
Yeah, let's have some
Do you want
calming
the
music.
calming music?
So several months ago, I won't name names, right? We had an individual in the business of whom I thought would go on to do great things. I thought he or she was going to be my number 2 and was going to one day potentially take on the business and thrive the business.
Mhm.
Put a lot of faith in this person, put a lot of trust in this person, you know, put a lot of time into this person, and literally gave them the keys and said, you do you, hun. You do you, right? And that person's no longer in the business, okay?
Yeah.
And obviously, since that person's left, you uncover stuff that you thought they were going to do, but they didn't do, or those stuff that you wish they did, but they just didn't, right? Or the stuff that they told you they were doing, but they didn't do, right? And I know that there's business owners listening to this. We all know those people who are within the business. I had a meeting with our accountant yesterday, good-looking Brooke, handsome Brooke, and we sat down and we're looking over like some of the months, you know, what we've been doing. And this individual was responsible for like leading sales and driving our business forward and make sure our turnover and revenue was like absolute sky high.
Yeah.
For about 3 months towards the latter stage of the calendar year, our wage bill was 95% of our turnover. So we were making zero money, and if anything, losing money. So, like I say, it's not funny. It's kind of funny now because I can laugh back at it and be like, what an idiot.
Yeah, but
I know, it's shit. But the failure, I've been trying to like personify this.
mhm.
The failure is I left too much trust in the hands of an employee.
Yeah.
That was my failure. The bang stops with me. The book stops with me. What stops with me?
I don't know.
The book, bung, bang. Megan, Molly. Molly's gone. Molly doesn't care. She's bored.
On the music.
Does the bung stop with me? The book stop with me.
I've never heard this saying
The
before.
bang stops with me.
I mean, book sounds better.
Can we
if we're
Google
going
it?
for
That's
one?
not a saying,
What's
though.
the saying?
The book stops with me, I think.
That's not a saying.
I think it is. Because that means I'm the one the book stops with you. The bang.
I don't know.
It's not bang.
The boom.
No.
The boom.
The boom stops with me. The bung.
The book stops here.
The book stops here.
Or the book stops with me.
The book.
Book. Like books. B-U-C-K.
Yeah,
Or
that's
like
what I said.
money. I was thinking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
book isn't like
No,
Books.
darling, no.
You mean
money
you
books.
mean that you
Mm.
have to take responsibility for something and will not try to pass the responsibility on to someone else.
you
So
just
that
do
is
your
the
job
right
yourself, right?
So yeah, so in theory, the book stops with me.
Book.
The book stops with me. I should have checked this out. I should have known about this much sooner. I put too much trust and faith in someone to do
Yeah.
it, and only now I'm finding out. So it's a bit of a more morbid failure than yours.
Yeah.
And definitely we need to lead the title with the one where Megan slept on a beanbag. That's got a right ring to it. But yeah, it was quite funny to look through the books with Brooke yesterday.
Ooh.
The Brooke stops with me. He's our accountant.
That's good.
There we go. The Brooke stops with me. So my failure. It's a bit deeper and darker. I'll try and do something a bit
Yeah.
more stupid this week. I'm sure I will.
I'm sure you will.
Want to play Icky Linky before we
Ooh.
round up?
Icky Linky. Icky Linky.
Right. So reminder. I've hunted the world for the ickiest LinkedIn posts in the world. Some of them could be real. Some of them could be false. It's your guys' jobs to guess whether they're true or false.
Mhm.
So is it a true story or is it a made-up story?
Mhm.
So far, have you got any right?
First week?
First week we said true and it was. Last week we got it wrong.
Lovely. So I'm going to read out the LinkedIn post now, or the made-up LinkedIn post. And you, the viewer, the listener at home, can play along and we'll reveal the answer next week. Okay. Are you ready? Today, I fired my best friend. 15 years of friendship gone in a 15-minute Zoom call. Why? Because leadership isn't about being liked. It's about doing what's right for the business, even when it hurts. He missed one deadline. One. But in this game, one missed opportunity could cost millions. So I made the call. I let him go. After the call, I cried. Then I meditated. Then I closed a 250k deal. Because that's what real leaders do. We rise, we act, we execute. Hashtag no days off. Do we think that's a true story or a true LinkedIn post or a completely fabricated one?
I think it's false for one reason, which is what you said right at the end.
Hashtag no days off.
Because you've said that a few times. You don't believe in days off. You've said that like a couple of times recently. So I feel like you've made that up because that hashtag sounds like something that you've made up.
Or is it just a winner's mindset? We don't know.
No, it's a toxic mindset that you have obviously made up. I think that's a Rob-generated LinkedIn post.
That's fair. Molly, where do you think?
I mean, I'm edging more towards false because of many things, but it just seems like the person's giving a bit of a dick.
He's giving a dick?
Yeah, giving a...
Nice.
What's the word?
Indirect.
Yeah.
He's like a jab at this guy.
Yeah, a jab at this guy.
Okay.
Saying, oh, well, I did a bit of meditation and then I signed a massive deal. Bye.
That you could never do. Fuck off.
But again, hashtag questionable.
And also that sounds like something Rob would do as well.
What, hashtag no days off?
No, like fuck someone off because...
Make a passive-aggressive...
Make a very passive-aggressive post.
I mean, good on this guy. If this is real and they've signed this big deal...
Congratulations. But like your poor best friend... Was he really your best friend if you're willing to fire him after one
mistake? But it's business.
Mistake.
He says here in the LinkedIn post, one missed opportunity could cost millions.
Yeah.
I'm going with false.
I'm going with false. I think
false.
You've written that.
Okay, remember those answers. And of course, if you are playing along at home, just drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Is that a true story or is it false? One thing is for sure. It is an icky linky. It's very icky. Right, is there any other business or shall we round away?
I think we're good. And that's a wrap on today's episode of How I Failed in Business.
Big thanks for tuning in. And remember, every mistake is just a lesson with character building side effects.
If you enjoyed this episode, hit the subscribe button, leave us a review, and tell a friend who's also just figuring life out as they go. See you next week when we will be joined by our very first guest. Bye for now. And also, isn't Megan so cool? Lol. Such a knobhead.